Hi, I'm Mark Boyadjis with IHS Automotive, and we're here today with the 2015 Subaru Outback. Now this vehicle for 2015 gets a mid-cycle refresh, pretty significant one at that, with new design lines and it's certainly a new interior for the user. Now with this refresh comes a lot of new technologies. It still has the old engine though, a 2.5 liter four-cylinder pumping out 175 horsepower, but we felt that that was more than enough to get this car going, and it gave us 31 miles per gallon fuel economy in conjunction with the active grille shutters down in the bottom. Now other technologies include Subaru EyeSight. Now this new EyeSight system is kind of their all-in-one active safety system that integrates collision mitigation, active cruise control, lane departure warning, and a lot of those different safety systems that you've come to expect on vehicles of this caliber. In addition, on the inside, Subaru has offered up their Starlink system, which is their mobile device integration solution, and something in its infancy. We think Starlink will get more telematics services over the course of time. So let's take a look inside and deeper at the technologies and features in this vehicle as we look to see how Subaru starts towing the line of where that premium crossover, premium wagon should really be. Now for 2015, the Outback gets a new Subaru Starlink system, which is a lot better integration of apps and content and HMI. The first generation that you can see in the Forester currently, well, it's just an afterthought. The vehicle was designed in full, and then they plopped in a radio, and it really was clear that technology and infotainment was an afterthought in that car. Whereas in this car, it's a very easy to use integration of a 7-inch touchscreen, large icons, and a lot of different content from apps, navigation, audio, phone, and more. If we go into the navigation, for example, you can see that it's a very easy to read map application, and input-output's pretty good. The one thing that we liked was the pinch and zoom functionality, something that you might be familiar with on your smartphone. However, the reaction time of this system compared to that of what you're familiar with on your smartphone or tablet is simply not the same. It's too laggy, and even in routing, we found navigation to be a little bit choppy going from point A to point B, which ironically enough was better in Starlink Generation 1. Now, you go to the home button and you can see audio, phone, etc. That's actually the one bigger gripe that we have. There's no dedicated key for audio. In order to get to your audio, you have to go to home first and then go there. And then the sources are pretty good. We've got Pandora integration, Bluetooth, we've got a USB connection for either thumb drives or for the iPod integration. Pandora is integrated with Sirius XM, FM, AM, and then you can also go in to under apps and have AHA radio play. Now going a bit deeper into the apps integration, I already mentioned Pandora and AHA radio, but Starlink, Subaru's application for bringing in more content. News, your calendar, weather, other information. There's a integration of iHeartRadio through the Starlink app, which is kind of interesting. And while some of us had really easy times getting this to integrate into the car, on my device it was integrated. So it's clear that there's some app integration and solution issues here, trying to bring in the content from Starlink. Fortunately, you do have most of these features, sports, weather, stocks, and fuel through Sirius XM. However, those are subscription based and you'll have to start paying for them after the trial period. Now there's also a mirror link integration with this system, which is interesting because they show a grayed out button here, but you can't actually use it in the United States. This is something they make available in other countries. I'm sorry, but if it's not available here, Subaru, we probably shouldn't put it on the touchscreen. But if MirrorLink was available, you'd be able to plug in your smartphone and actually get a full screen replication of your device right on this display for navigation, email, integration of media and radio. So all things considered, pretty interesting solution for trying to give that smartphone experience, but not available in the US. You should replace it with something else. Now in terms of audio, the new Outback has a 12-speaker, 576-watt Harman Kardon stereo system. This is a very good sounding stereo system and really gave good sound representation for any of the number of sources that you put on through the head unit. Some better than others, but on the whole, a very good sound system. Now Harman Kardon was available in the last generation Outback and Legacy as well, but this premium audio system, not just branded, but premium audio system, is one of those characteristics that we feel helps take a car from volume level up to truly a premium offering. Now, in terms of HMI, it's very clear that the Outback for 2015 was much more purposely designed, with an integrated 7-inch capacitive touchscreen, capacitive buttons on either side, a very clean look, easy to use, but also the GUI is a lot more intuitive than the last generation system. On top of that, there's a great instrument cluster display, although we wanted more information centered through this. You can really only see vehicle settings and performance data, as well as navigation. There's no phone, no audio, or anything else up there. Something that, with the size of the display and the complexity of it, we think should be up there. In addition to that, the steering wheel controls are fully redesigned for this vehicle. And there's a great multifunction controller over here with a couple of buttons where you can actually select menus here and control them directly from the steering wheel controls. Something that we think is a very, very positive move for Subaru as they try and make an integrated HMI solution. Now, on top of that, it does have speech recognition. The speech recognition is, for the most part, very good. For phone, audio, climate, you can even control Pandora from speech recognition. But for navigation, it was a little bit awkward. You had to go through a number of menus, and actually, if you put in an address, a destination, you had to say go 3 times before it was actually routing. It would say, is this the destination? Say go. Is this the route you want? Say go. Do you really want to go? Go. It was just redundant and kind of silly. Now, the 2015 Outback also has a host of active safety features and passive safety features. As you can see here, in front of the rear view mirror, we have 2 cameras that look forward in front of the car and basically act as eyes. Subaru has actually gone and branded this EyeSight, which allows for a stereo camera vision capability for adaptive cruise control with full stop and go capabilities, pre-collision warning, lane departure warning, and a host of other safety features. And really, in terms of this integration, we felt that it was more like a natural driving experience compared to some of the radar-based systems that we've tested in any number of different cars. Now, on top of that, there is a radar-based blind spot detection system with radar sensors in the rear quarter panels, which offer blind spot detection with integration in the mirrors, rear cross traffic alert, and lane change assist. However, that lane change assist, when you actually pop your signal on, it doesn't really warn you a whole lot that there's a car in your blind spot. We wanted it to buzz or ding or have some sort of haptic feedback to tell us that, whoops, there's a car in our blind spot, we better not move over. Now, Subaru has been on the upswing for the last couple of years, and it's very evident. They're grabbing market share every single day from brands like Toyota, Chevrolet, and all sorts of other competitive options with their small cars, their crossovers and wagons, and their symmetrical all-wheel drive as standard. Now, this 2015 Outback is another great example of how Subaru is bringing their best to the market and creating a really compelling value. The Outback for 2015 starts at just under $25,000. Already a great deal. The Limited, which we have here, starts just a hair underneath $30,000. Now, on top of that, we have a couple option packages, but at $34,135, this Outback really starts to toe that premium line without having a premium price. And on top of that, with the 4-cylinder, you're getting great fuel economy to boot. For more on this and other IHS automotive reviews, go to ihs.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel.